Hello, my name is Amina and I'm your decision-making specialist. And today I'm still here. We're in stage 2, which is just a eyelash more that we can go to the curb and get food. We can go to the curb and get flowers. We can go to the curb and get more things. We just can't get beyond the curb. So, and must wear a mask. So today is day 55 and it is May 9th, 2020. So wherever you are and however open your area is, I hope you're doing well, keeping safe. And if you're not doing well, I'm very sorry and I send every best wish I can. And today, this morning, I was thinking about how many days, and I was just kind of listening to some interviews on the radio, and one just kind of caught my eye, or my ear, and that is there was a gentleman, and I only listened to part of it, so I don't know his name, and I wish I did. And he is from Athens, Georgia, in the United States. And what I heard from him that caught my ear is, I am not going to open up my bar. And I thought, okay. And then I listened, and when I found out it was Georgia, and I already knew that Georgia was pretty wide open. If you want a suntan, you can go there. And masks are not required the same way they are here. And so he was talking about not opening up his bar. 33 million people in the United States without jobs. And this man had an opportunity right here and now to open up his bar, make money, and resume that part of his life. And yet, he said no. And do you know the reason? He said no. He said, there is no amount of money or time or energy to me more important than somebody's life. And he said, I also do not want to come here and risk the life of my family. She has a little girl and a little boy, about 7 and 8, I think he said. And he said, I don't want to help anybody else risk the lives of people that they love. There you go. And afterwards, I heard the person that had done the interview call this man a hero. And fascinatingly, I had heard some other people in different states say that they were not going to open their business for the same reasons. And I kept hearing this word hero. And one of the women that an interviewer had said, you are really a heroine. You are a hero. And she said, no. She said, I am somebody that cares. She said, heroes are someone who does something once and it just comes automatic and they didn't give any thought to it. They just saw something they had to remedy. They saved somebody's life. They saved an animal's life. They saved a burning building, something. She said, I call those heroes. And what struck me was when she said, one time. And then I listened to some meditations to clear my head for everything as much as I can. And the person was saying the difference between the hero and someone who's great, same thing, that a hero does something usually once. Not that that's not important, just that the great person is somebody that does caring and sharing and helping all along the day, all along their life. And that's just built into their system. They wouldn't say that they were a hero. They wouldn't say that they're great. They just say there's somebody that cares, or somebody that helps, or somebody that is aware. Just usually they had one word. And I started thinking, well, what if each of us had one word that described us and our story? And I thought, well, what if I wanted to change and be even better? And what if you wanted to change and be even better? What if all of us in this together wanted to change and be better? What if we had a word that helped us do that? So for me, I have been, before the newscast, I have been practicing my word, which is generous. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm going to say I'm a magnificent, generous person all the way along the day. I'm generous. I wish. I wish. Just that I'm just a pesky human being in between. And my elbow slips off the table and I forget my word. However, it feels to me inside when I wake up in the morning and I just say the word generous 3 times. Or when I'm having a difficult time with somebody and I would just like to say something not so generous. I am getting better at reminding myself generous, and it shifts my mind and I listen more slowly. And when I start to be really down on myself, I raise my hand. I do. I bet you do. I bet all of us are in this together. Put ourselves down sometimes. And it doesn't mean that we don't pay attention to what we're doing and what we want to change. It's just when we're that hypercritical part, you're too this, you're too that, you're too that, to just use that word. And sometimes when I get caught in a loop or down into my rabbit hole, I have found that my word actually becomes a ladder, becomes an elevator, becomes something that interrupts my critical pattern and brings me back to my center. I'm wondering what your one word would be. The word that you would use for yourself. Maybe elevate it to another word that helps you go to a different level, as if you were climbing a ladder and you're already your very best. And I know that all of us are doing our very best. What if, just for an eyelash of a second, you thought of another word? And you used that word 3 times when you woke up in the morning. And every time you felt frustrated or upset or angry or frazzled or happy or glad, grateful, what if you remembered to just whisper that word to yourself? I wonder if that would help you be even better than you already are. Try it. I hope so. What's your one word? and keep using it. See if things change. And actually, along the way, if you think, well, that word's working, then use my power of and use that word and another. I'm using generous and kind. And I'm practicing because I would like that to be part of my story and my legacy. When somebody remembers me, I really want them to remember that I was kind and generous. That's my wish, that's my practice, that's my hope. So my hope for you is that you find at least one word that works for you. And if you would be willing, let me know what your word is. I am so passionate about words, and I like to know what other people are using. And please subscribe, press that button. Just takes a second, an eyelash less than a second. Press that subscribe. Come back tomorrow. I will be here, and I will be looking for you with my hand out and curious about your word. Bye for now.